Hello friends, Intuitive Rene here to bring you your week ahead reading. As always, we are doing the week of the 1st to the 7th of May 2022. We are officially in May. We are 4 months done into month number 5 of the year. It's just time. Can we just find a way? I wish somebody would invent a pull, a button, a something to just slow time down for a little bit, because I'm running out. And I could do with an extra, I just want to say an extra 10 hours a day just to do the things that I want to do, just to do the things that bring me joy and bring me happiness. Time is just moving far too quickly, and I am wasting time by babbling. So let's get straight into your reading. Friends, if this is your first time doing a week ahead reading with me, welcome. It's always lovely to have new friends join. Please remember to hit that subscribe button so that you get notifications, the bell for notifications, should you want to see all the videos that I release. These week ahead videos are released on a Sunday because I like you to be prepared for the week ahead. So Sunday we used to gather and to prepare and to get ourselves ready for the work week, Monday to Friday, and then we include a Saturday as well. So these readings are done Sunday through to Saturday. And this is a really detailed particular reading. I cover a lot of information. So to try and make it easy for you to navigate, because I know there's going to be some parts of the video that you do enjoy and some parts of the video that you really don't enjoy. So to help you navigate, I do include chapters. So if you look at the little time bar just down here somewhere, you will see that this is called the intro, and then from the intro we go into the theme, and so on and so on and so on. So you can actually jump around the video as much as you want to, only watching those aspects or parts of the video that suit you. So the way that it works is we start off with a theme, and these are the cards that I'm going to work with for the theme. These are a single deck which is split into two, and it's called the Word of the Year Oracle. So we draw a card from each one of these, and the two words together will form the theme for the week ahead. And then I'm going to work with the Speed of Light Oracle cards as well. So those two decks will give us the theme for the week ahead. That'll be for the collective, for all of us. And then we're going to go into an animal energy reading. So we're going to see the animal energy that's working with us for the week. We're then going to do a crystal for the week ahead. We're then going to go into elemental readings, and that's where things start getting really interesting and fun. So elemental readings, I basically do 4 short individual readings to cover the 4 elements that we have, elements being fire, earth, air, and water. And if you are Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, you will fall under fire. If you are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, you will fall under earth. And if you are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, you will fall under the air signs. And water signs are our Cancerians, our Scorpios, and Pisces. So give you just a short individual reading for the week ahead for each sign of for each of the elemental signs, so that you all just get a little something personal. And then after the elemental readings, we then move into our Q&A with Spirit. And I do think, I look at the stats of the videos each week, and the Q&A is always the most popular. A lot of people seem to enjoy the crystal animal. The elemental energies, obviously, you're only watching the one that's relevant to you, so that one does get lower scoring as such. But the Q&A, it's like, yoop, the attendance goes right up, and I know I enjoy it because we never know what's going to come up. So we're going to do the Q&A with Spirit, which we then have the question cards, and we get obviously another tarot deck to give us answers. And then when all is said and done, I then move on to an extended reading. Extended reading, bonus reading, private reading, I don't know what quite to call it, but it's basically a reading that is available to my motivated and activated channel members over on YouTube. So if that is you, stick around at the end of the reading to get your extended bonus reading, which normally what we do is we take what's covered under the Q&A and we just expand on it, we just elaborate on it, just to get better understanding and I use a whole nother tarot deck for it. So the quantity of decks that I use for these weekly readings, I actually don't know. I haven't added it up. Let's do 1, 2, animal. So, okay, 1, 2 is what we've got here, okay, because that's one deck, 2. Then we've got animal, then we've got crystal, then we've got the elementals, then we've got the Q&A, and then we've got the extended. So it's a total of 7 different decks. I am not counting the question cards. So if we do count the question cards, it's 8. 8 different decks that we're using to do this reading. And I love doing these. They're always so much fun for me. I hope you enjoy them too. And all I ask, if you do enjoy it, is to give the video a thumbs up. And as always, a comment from you would always go really appreciated. I don't always get to reply to everybody, but I do read every single comment, and I do really value and appreciate every single one of you. And if you want more from me after all that, why don't you consider joining the club by clicking the join button that's just down there. For a small monthly fee, you will be able to join the club and have a whole lot of extra content from me to you on a weekly basis. So friends, that's my intro done. Let's get into our theme for the week ahead, and let's have a look and see what's in store for all of us. This is for the week of the 1st to the 7th of May 2022. So I'm going to start off with our word of the year, and I'm going to start off with the orange ones. And yeah, at this point, you know, let's just acknowledge how many repeat words we've had recently. I keep threatening to say I must write them down and keep a list of them, and then I don't do it. But yeah, I certainly recognize that we've had some repeats, haven't we? All right, so just shuffling the deck, shuffling the cards, and I am going to draw that one, apparently. So I'm going to take that card, put the others away. Let's grab the green, and again we're shuffling for the week of the 1st to the 7th. Whoopsie 1st to the 7th of May 2022. We're looking for a theme for the week ahead for the collective, for every one of us. Okay, I think that's shuffled sufficiently, and I want to take that one. So let's have a look and see what is our theme for the week ahead. The first word we have is deep. I don't think we've had deep before. Deep is good. Deep what? Oh, deep focus. I love it. We're starting the week, we're starting the month, and we're starting it off with deep focus. So my interpretation of deep focus is obviously there's something that we're needing to be mindful of. There's something, whatever we're doing, whatever it is, whether it's something physical, whether it's just a thought process, whether it's an emotion, whatever it is that we're doing this week, we need to make sure that we are focusing on a deep level and not just taking everything at face value and not just taking everything at surface level. We need to make sure that we are looking at what is underneath. We need to make sure that we are scratching through the surface to uncover what is lying beneath, so that we can get the true understanding, to get the true situation of what's happening. It's interesting because I've just recorded the taroscopes and released the taroscopes yesterday. Being Saturday, I released all the taroscopes for the month of June. Sorry, May. Gosh, I'm running ahead of myself. I just released the taroscopes for the month of May. And it was quite interesting because there's some deep stuff that's coming through for everybody. You know, I was looking at each of the zodiac signs, and I did a separate reading for each one of them. I hope you have all watched yours already. And this ties into a lot of the zodiacs, a lot of the messages that I did, this deep focus. So for some zodiac signs, it's going to be quite a simple, easy, uncomplicated month. But then I almost want to go as far as to say the majority, it's actually going to be one where we do need this deep focus. We do need to make sure that we are understanding and keeping up with ourselves underneath on a deep level, to make sure that we are experiencing and having everything that we need, because there's a lot going on. You know, on a global sense, on a physical earth kind of environment, there's a lot going on. The energies are like a little bit all over the place at the moment. So we do need the deep focus. We do need to stay truly on board and aware of what we're doing, what we're feeling, why we're feeling that, why we're doing that, and our expectations versus the reality that is taking place. Okay, so deep focus being our theme for the week ahead, we're going to use the Speed of Light Oracle by Leanne Peters, just to also get a theme. So this will just contribute, or maybe offer us a little bit more information around deep focus. So let's see, Oracle of Light, Speed of Light Oracle. Just what else can you add for the theme for the week ahead around deep focus? These cards are quite glossy, so I do apologize for the flashes of light that you may see. Okay, whoops. Right, cutting the deck over there, and I'm going to take that card off the top. So let's get the Oracle out of the way. I'm going to find somewhere to put it where it's, because my desk is always in a mess when I do these, because I've got so many decks around. Right, so let's have a look. Speed of Light Oracle, theme for the week of the 1st to the 7th of May 2022, and you are bringing us filters. Filters talks about the filters of beliefs, of cancel, of delete, of clarity, and of awareness. And you know what? We need the filter of deep focus for the week ahead. I love how we have this character, this individual standing there. The fact that he is unclothed, we can see by his shoulders that he doesn't have any kind of clothing on him, which means that he's being completely transparent, completely open. And there is this light that seems to be coming down from the top and then past his shoulders and going down and creating this prism of light. This light, and this is our chakra colors, it's our emotional state, and obviously the one in the center here is the heart chakra, which is obviously our heart center, our heart space. It is card number 26 for those of you who like to work on the numerology, and it's the card of filters, but it's about understanding, filtering our beliefs, filtering and canceling out those things, those circumstances and those situations which are not relevant, because we're going to be in deep focus. So there's only certain things that we really want to be focusing on this week. Everything else needs to be cancelled and put on the back burner, and we will deal with it later. The delete is about being so focused and so, I'm going to use the word dedicated, to actually just removing the fluff from your life, and in order to get the clarity and in order to have the awareness that we need with our deep focus this week. So I do think I want to just see where I can keep it where there's not going to be glare. So I know we've got a little bit of glare there, but I'm going to leave him just in that corner over there. So yeah, for the theme for the week ahead, it looks like this is not going to be just a simple casual week. It looks like this is going to be quite I hesitate to use the word challenging week, because we don't want a challenging week, but it is a week where we are going to need deep focus and maybe apply filters to everything to make sure that what we're dealing with, what we're working with, what we're going through is relevant, appropriate, and significant. And if it isn't, let's just time out, cut it out, and move on. All right, good. So friends, that is the theme for the week ahead done. We're now going to move on to the next section of the reading, which is the animal energy. And I'm still working with Leanne Peters this week because I do enjoy her work. And Leanne Peters, this is her Animal Kingdom Oracle cards. So let's give them a shuffle. And we're looking to see what animal energy wants to work with us for the week ahead, what animal energy we can draw on and that we can use for the week ahead. And I love working with animal energy because we've got so much that we can learn from the animals. If we just took the time to observe and to pay attention and to just see how they live and how they behave and how they interact, and the things that are truly important, and they don't fuss on frivolous and unnecessary information. The animals tend to live from quite a place of purity, and I think we can all learn so much from the animals. So let's see what animal wants to work with us. What animal energy can we access? What animal energy is available to us for the week of the 1st to the 7th of May 2022? Okay, cards are shuffled. Cutting the deck there, and I'm taking that one straight off the top. Right, animal deck put aside. Let's have a look. Leanne Peters, what animal do you have for us this week? And we have the cheetah. I love the cheetah. Of course, it's an African animal. We are African. So the cheetah, and it says, focus your strengths. Friends, I can't make this stuff up. I cannot make this stuff up. So let's talk about the cheetah animal first of all. So if we understand the animal at its primal, it is a hunter. It is a predator. Hunter-predator, I suppose, is the same word, my bad. Obviously, very natural. But if you think about the animal cannot run for extended periods of time. The animal does short bursts, okay? So it stalks, short burst. And then stalks, short burst. And maybe that's where this deep focus comes in. And maybe that's where the filters is coming in. So don't try and navigate the whole week ahead. Don't try and navigate it at, 120 kilometers an hour all the time. Recognize that every now and again, you're going to have to slow down. Every now and again, you need to start off slow, testing, looking, stalking, getting yourself ready. And when you are within striking distance, that's when you shoot. That's when you put your effort into it. That's when you do everything that you need to in order to catch the prey, to achieve the goals, to accomplish the things that you want to and that you need to. So I think cheetah for a deep focus week of applying filters to everything that we have and everything that we need is really, really important. All right. So, oh gosh, this glare is going to kill me today with these glossy cards. All right, let's try doing this one. Excuse me for a second. I don't want to lose our cheetah, but I want him to be visible there as well. Good. So we do have a little bit of glare, and I do apologize for that. So friends, next on our list, we are going to do our crystal reading for the week. So again, much like with the animal, it's about finding a crystal that we can work with for the week ahead, finding a crystal that's going to bring us whatever it is that we need, a crystal that's going to just enlighten us, a crystal energy that we can work with, properties that we can adapt, that we can adopt, and the healing that the crystal can offer us. So even if you don't already own a piece of this crystal, because I get that we don't all own every kind of crystal there is, but you can still just focus on and bring into your space the properties of the crystal. So you can either use a picture of the crystal to do a meditation on it, or you can just focus on the information supplied in the card that I'm going to draw and just allow those properties, those energies, and those qualities to work through you for the week ahead. Okay, so I have shuffled, cutting the cards over there, and we are taking that card right there. Okay, putting the others away. Let's have a look. Crystal energy for the week ahead. First to the 7th of May. We've got fluorite. So it says fluorite is known to be a highly protective stone that can help protect from and dissipate negative energy. It cleanses, purifies, and dispels distractions of the mind, because we need the filters and the deep focus. And it can have a grounding and balancing effect on the spirit. The elements of the fluorite crystal is water and air. Its chakras that it relates to is the third eye, or the crown chakra. And the affirmation from fluorite says, I am positive and balanced. So fluorite is really a very pretty crystal, because it's like these blues, greens, purples. And, you know, each piece of fluorite is quite different. It can be quite transparent or quite translucent, I think is the proper word to use. But fluorite really is pretty. And I think here in South Africa, it's quite easily found and quite a common crystal to have. So fluorite is known to be a highly protective stone that can help protect from and dissipate negative energy. It cleanses, purifies, and dispels distractions of the mind. It can have a grounding and balancing effect on the spirit. So fluorite, I think actually, yes, fluorite's going to live there because it's not glossy, so it's not going to pick up the glare. So we're going to work with fluorite this week. As I said, you can just Google an image of fluorite and you'll see how pretty it is. And all you're going to do is just look at that image and just allow the fluorite energies to work through you and to help you, especially when we're needing the deep focus, and especially when we're needing to apply filters and that quick action that we need to. The affirmation is, I am positive and balanced. Balanced is like the cheetah. You know, the cheetah is not running at full speed all the time. It's balance of stalk, quiet, slow, you know, calculated, and then quick. And that is what brings in the balance. Okay, so I love that crystal energy for the week. That is good. What's next? Next is our elemental readings. So this week, I wanted to work with the beautiful Tarot of Trees. This is my mini Tarot of Trees. It is quite a chunky deck, but it is quite a small deck, and it is a deck that has literally just everything is depicted as trees, and it is just such a beautiful, beautiful deck. So the way, just in case you didn't watch the intro, the way that the elemental readings work is I am going to do an individual reading for fire signs, for earth signs, for air signs, and for water signs using my Tarot of Trees, and each one will draw 2 cards as an indication of what to expect in the week ahead, what's coming up for you in the week ahead, and what you need to be navigating for the week ahead. And yes, you can use it for your sun sign. If you know your moon sign or your rising sign, you're welcome to check those ones out as well. But it's mostly just your sun sign, because this is quite a broad, being elemental readings. It is quite broad and is quite vague, and it's only for a 7-day period. So elemental readings. We're going to start off with our, let's just do that just so that we started off clear. So we're starting with our fire signs. Fire signs being Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So let's have a look. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, what's in store for you for the week ahead? What is something that you need to know and that you need to be aware of for the week ahead? Okay, I think I'm happy with that shuffle. Cutting the deck over there. So for my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, we've got the King of Swords, I like. And the second card we have is the Lovers. So let's just put the tarot deck over there. Immediately what I'm getting with this is the power, okay? I get the power, I get the kind of authority, especially with the King of Swords, because he is so in control of his mind. He is so capable, he's always thinking. So he's like the chess master, okay? I always like to associate the King of Swords with the chess master. He's always thinking 6 steps ahead. So he's in the now, he's in the present, he's in this moment, but he's also strategizing. And he's also thinking, okay, so if that person does that, then I can do this or I can do that. And, you know, he's organizing and orchestrating everything that needs to be done. So he is really focusing on a deep level, applying his filters and recognizing when the right time is to move. And then with the Lovers card, you know, immediately it almost looks like these two trees are hugging and embracing and connecting with each other. So for my fire signs, I know you're super intelligent, super confident, and you know you've got all your ducks in a row, if I can say that. But I also think with the Lovers card, it's just a reminder that you don't always have to be so intellectual, okay? So this is going to sound crazy, but don't be so mental. And I don't mean mental as in crazy mental as in your head, thinking, strategizing, organizing all the time. So we need to recognize that, yes, it's important for us to focus on a deep level, but it's also important for us to remove some filters and to allow ourselves the opportunity for emotion, for connections, for love, for happiness, for joy, and for success. So for all my fire signs, we know that you're capable, we know that you've got a lot going on, and we know that you can handle it, and you're doing really well, but give yourself time to appreciate, enjoy, and connect with the people who mean something to you, people who are important and significant in your life as well. And if you can focus on that this week, while bringing in all of the other things that we have covered, you are absolutely going to have an amazing week ahead. So fire signs, I wish you well. I think you are going to do incredibly well. We have got a bit of glare, so let's maybe stick them. Oh gosh, glare gets even worse. Sorry, friends. Why do they have to make glossy cards? Why can't all cards just be unglossy? Okay, moving on to our earth signs. So earth signs being Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, what's in store for you for the week of the 1st to the 7th of May 2022? Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Let's see what we get. Okay. Cutting the deck over there. First card we have for earth signs is the 2 of Wands. Second card we have is the 10 of Pentacles. Very nice. Very nice, earth signs. Okay, so 2 of Wands is an interesting one because what we have over here is these 2 trees, okay? And remember, in this particular deck, trees depict people, trees depict us. So we've got the 2 of Wands, and we've got these 2 trees standing there, and they seem to be standing at the water's edge. Now, this tree over there seems to be quite tall, quite confident, quite capable, quite steady, quite, you know, quite established. Let's use that word, quite established at the top of the hill. This tree, on the other hand, you know, he's starting to lean a little bit, and to me it looks like he's actually wanting to venture into the water because he's curious, okay? And he's sort of saying to himself, right, well, where do I want to be? Do I want to be a land tree, or do I want to be a water tree? Am I happy with my location, or do I want to move on? Now, I know in real life trees don't walk around, trees don't move, but you know, just humor me here, because these trees do depict our human energies, okay? So it's almost like trying to make the decision, look, I'm happy here, I'm quite satisfied here, there's nothing wrong with my current location, but maybe if I went across the waters and I went over there, maybe I'd be happier, maybe I'd be more settled, maybe it would be better for me, maybe the view would be nicer. There's so many maybes. But basically, the Two of Wands is about making a choice and making a decision as to where to next. Are you going to stay where you currently are, or are you going to venture beyond and go and see what else is available to you? So Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you may find yourself facing a bit of a quandary, facing a bit of a decision this week. And with the Two of Wands, it's about recognizing that actually you could do anything. You could go anywhere, you could do anything, you could, whatever you want is absolutely possible. But let's make sure that we think it through thoroughly, because once we've made the decision, there's no going back on it, okay? Because that's the thing about the Two of Wands, that what the Two of Wands are saying to you is that once you've effected your decision, once you've said, right, this is what I'm doing, there is no going back from that. So make sure that the decision that you make, that the decision that you employ and the decision that you do is, or that you make is actually the right one for yourself. The fact that we have the Ten of Pentacles, okay, as the combining card is really positive, because the Ten of Pentacles talks about, having everything your heart desires and so much more. It talks about an abundance. It talks about leaving a legacy. It talks about, understanding that the things that you do now are going to affect generations to come. The Ten of Pentacles talks about, that you have everything that your heart desires and excess and so much more. So the decision that you make will lead you to an abundant life. Whether that decision is to go or stay, of course, is entirely up to you, Earth signs, but it's about looking at what you have now and what you will have in the later stage. So this week seems to be one where you may have some tough decisions to make, but Earth signs, I'm quite confident that you'll make the right ones. I'm quite confident that you're not going to struggle to make this decision, and whatever you decide, whichever way you go, it's definitely going to bring you closer to an abundant life that you want and that you deserve for yourself. So looks like you're in for an awesome week. Just make sure that you think everything through thoroughly, carefully, so that you end up on the right side of success and happiness. Okay, lots of love and blessings, Earth signs. I wish you a good week. Okay, so going to put them over there. And next we're moving on to our air signs. So air signs being our Geminis, Libras, and Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Let's have a look. What's in store for you for the next week? The week of the 1st to the 7th of May 2022. For all my air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. What's in store for you? What do you need to know? What's happening around you? What do you need to be focusing on for the week ahead, air signs? Let's have a look. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, happy with that shuffle and cutting the deck over there. Card number 1, we have got Page of Pentacles. And card number 2 is the Ace of Swords. This is very interesting energy, air signs, because both of these are full of potential. Okay, both of these cards are full of potential, but neither of these cards have actually done anything yet. So it's almost like that moment before you take that first step, that moment before you open the door, that moment before anything happens. So Page of Pentacles, just to look at the Page of Pentacles, I mean, there we have a tree. Now remember, in this particular tarot deck, the trees represent people, okay? So there you have you standing. You are almost, I mean, you are so close, you're practically there, but you're not there yet. You're almost at the top of the hill, okay? And you've got quite a good vantage point. You can see quite a lot. We do have a bit of a storm-ish brewing, and you're sort of saying, like, you know what, I can handle anything. I am so grounded, I am so earthed, I am so connected, I am so practical and resourceful that even if the storm breaks, I know I'm going to be okay. So there is this little bit of confidence. But the truth of the matter is, you're not quite actually in the best location. You still have a little ways to go. You could still take 1 or 2 steps forward in order to have the best view, the best vantage point, the best location. So it is about that that you have done so well, that you have made so many advancements and accomplishments and achievements, and you have climbed so far. But it is also about recognizing that even though you are 90% of the way, there is still 10% more to go, or 99% of the way and 1% still more to go. So the Page of Pentacles is a reminder that yes, you are logical, you are practical, you are down to earth, you are grounded, you are stable, you are secure. But it's also about recognizing that you're not quite where you want it to be. You're pretty close. And we could argue the point that you are there, but actually the truth of the matter is you're not quite where you need to be. Then with the Ace of Swords, it comes through with these ideas and these ambitions and these kind of, I could do this and I could do that, maybe I should do this and maybe I should do that. So those are the kind of thoughts that are going to be going around your mind. And because there's this kind of tendency to think you are where you need to be, which means you're ready to act on the ideas and ready to throw things into motion. But maybe this is just, I'm going to call it a little bit of a caution from Spirit, that yes, you do have all these ideas and they are really, really good ideas, but the timing may not be perfect for you just yet because you haven't quite reached the top of the mountain. Okay, so you might need to hold off on your ideas a little bit. You may need to hold back a little bit until you've actually summited or reached the top of the mountain before you actually start implementing your ideas. So we're not saying that your ideas are not good, because they actually really are. And these ideas need to be taken notice of. You need to pay attention to them. You need to write them down in a book. We need to give the deep focus to the ideas and the strategies that are coming to you this week, but understand that maybe we're not quite ready yet. Okay, so air signs, no jumping into anything this week. Think about it, write it down, notice, observe, and put all the effort into it. But maybe next week will be a better week to actually implement the ideas, not this week. All right, good. Air signs, lots of love and blessings. I wish you a good week. Put them over there. And we're now going to move into our water signs. So water signs being our Cancerians, our Scorpios, and our Pisces. So Cancerians, Scorpio, and Pisces, water signs. We're looking at the week of the 1st to the 7th of May 2022. We're looking for guidance as to what the water signs are going to be dealing with this week. What is something that you need to know? What is something that you need to be focused on? What is something that is relevant and important for you for the week ahead? For the week ahead, right. Cards are flying, but that's just my bad shuffling. Okay. Cutting the deck over there. So, water signs, Cancerian, Scorpio, Pisces. First card we have is the King of Pentacles. And the second card we have is the Regeneration card. I like it. I like it. So, let's have a look. King of Pentacles. So, remember in this particular tarot deck, the trees represent people. They represent us human beings, okay? So, the King of Pentacles, we have this really large, powerful, strong tree. It looks like it doesn't have any leaves. It looks like it's just the tree trunk and all the rest of it, but it's just so big that we don't see the rest of it. So this is just its structure, its inward structure. But if you look at how solid its base is, if you look at how thick its base is, and if you know anything about trees, you will know that the thicker the base, the thicker the stem, the more grounded, the more secure, the more the stronger the tree is. And if you look at each of the branches, they are really, really fat and thick. King of Pentacles is the card of sort of feeling so solid, so connected, so grounded, so secure. I think secure is a really good word to use with the King of Pentacles, that you're feeling really secure about yourself, about your surroundings, and about your circumstances. Nothing worries you. Nothing throws you off course. Nothing. It's not like you're sitting in a daily panic or anything like that. You're actually very confident in who you are, what you are, and what you're able to produce, because you've had years and years and years of practice of making leaves, producing fruit, you know, letting it all drop down during the winter period, going into rest, going into rejuvenation, recuperation, and then starting all over again. So you're very confident and very comfortable with what it is that you need to do. And we are definitely in a stage, in a phase of regeneration. Now, when I look at this particular card, we can see the sort of curvature of the earth. We have this tree here, but what they've done is they've actually given us a glimpse into the underground, okay, into beneath the surface. So above ground, again, we've got this thick trunk, we've got the solid tree, stable tree. We can now see it's in full bloom, it's in full, you know, and even behind it, the whole area is just so lush, it's just so fabulous, which means the ground is solid, which means the ground is good, healthy ground. And then we see beneath that, we see these roots that are coming deep, deep, deep into the earth, into the mantle. Whenever I look at this card, it almost looks to me like we have this infinity sign beneath it, but it's not quite the infinity sign, but it always looks to me like an infinity sign. And what this is supposed to represent is sort of underground river. So the tree is getting its nourishment, its water. These little circles that we see could be the food that the tree would eat. And the roots are going so deep and so far down that it's gaining the water, it's gaining the food, which is why it's flourishing. But it's taking what it needs in order to regenerate so that it can start producing fruit. So water signs, Cancerians, Scorpios, and Pisces. This is Spirit saying, we see you, you're strong, you're capable, but it is a time of pause. It is a time of, just re-energizing yourself, filling yourself up, filling up your energy levels, revitalizing yourself, re-energizing yourself, taking what's available to you to strengthen yourself and to make yourself feel a bit better. You are strong. There is nothing wrong with you. This is not a weakness. This is just a necessity. Okay, so that means, water signs, that this is not a week for major change. This is not a week for fast action. This is not a week for doing or starting anything new. This is a week of slowing down. Yes, acknowledging all you are, acknowledging your strength and your capabilities, but allowing yourself to regenerate your soul, to regenerate your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual selves. Take advantage of whatever is around you in order to do that. Maybe next week will be a better week to jump into action and to make changes. Not this week. Good. Water signs, lots of love and blessings to you. I do hope that you have an amazing week ahead. So friends, we have now completed our elemental readings. Trying to get it in a nice straight line. We have completed our elemental readings. We have got our theme. We have got our theme there. We've got our animal energy. We have got our crystal energy, and we've now done our elementals. So what's left is our Q&A. So here are my cues. Let's shuffle the cues. And as always, we're asking Spirit to give us a question that Spirit feel we need to be pondering, thinking, and working through this week. What is something, a little lesson, a little explorative, anything that Spirit feel we need to work with this week? So I'm going to give the cards a bit of a shuffle, and I'm looking for a single question, a single card, please, Spirit, that something that maybe we've all been thinking about consciously or unconsciously, something that Spirit feel we need to be working through this week. Apparently that one over there is the one that wants to come through. It just felt like a pick me, pick me, pick me. So let's turn it over and see what our cue is this week. Oh, interesting one. How is my current mindset affecting my actions? How is my current mindset affecting my actions? I do think that that's actually a really, really good card for us to work through. Okay, so obviously we changed the my to your or to our. So how is your current mindset affecting your actions? And I just, before I even start with the tarot around this, I just want to bring through the deep focus, okay? Because as I'm reading this, my eyes keep going to the deep focus. So how is your current mindset affecting your actions? We need, the mindset is the deep focus, okay? The mindset is the understanding of what we're going through, what we're thinking, what we're perceiving, what we're imagining. And obviously, if we're focusing too deeply, maybe there is no actions, or maybe we're not focusing deep enough, which means that there are too many actions. We're going to see exactly what that is. I want to remind you about the filters as well. And I want to remind you about the cheetah that says, let's pace ourselves before the sprint. Okay? Pace yourself gently, slowly, stalk, and then when you're close enough, we sprint into action. And fluorite is basically saying to fluorite is known to be a highly protective stone that can help protect from and dissipate negative energy, which is, again, the negative energy can be and is the mindset. So friends, the tarot deck I want to work with in order to answer this question is a new tarot deck that I got this week, and it is the, I can never say the word, I always butcher it, so I do apologize, but the Sastriobita, I think, is the way we call it, tarot deck. It is a mini version of the deck, and it is just amazing. I have done a walkthrough of it, but I haven't released the video yet. I will release the video in the next couple of days. So if you are keen to see more of this particular deck, watch out for that particular video. So I am shuffling And we're asking, how is my current mindset affecting my actions? So how is your current mindset affecting your actions? Let's have a look and see what the tarot wants to answer for us. How is our mindset affecting our actions? How is our mindset affecting our actions? Spirit, help us understand. How is our mindset, current mindset, affecting our actions? Okay. Happy with the shuffle, cutting the deck. We're going to take 3 cards. We have got the 3 of Pentacles. We have got the Ace of Pentacles. And the Page of Swords. Oh, this is so interesting. Let me get the tarot out of the way. This is so interesting. Okay, so starting off with our 3 of Pentacles. So the 3 of Pentacles is the card of teamwork. So if we have a look at the card here, it looks like we've got these tents, okay? And we have these 3 stars. And if we have a look, we've now got these hands sort of coming and grabbing from these tents. The 3 of Pentacles is the card of saying you don't have to do everything on your own. It's fine to connect with and to work with other people, to bring other people in to help you, because many hands make light work, okay? So how is your current mindset affecting your actions? You are either expecting other people to do it for you, or you're trying to do it on your own and you're not allowing people to come in and help. All right, so you'll have to see how it relates to you, but it's either the fact that you're being quite stubborn and feeling like I need to do it on my own, I need to do it on my own, I need to do it on my own, in which case this card is telling you, actually no, it's okay to let people help you, because if people help you, you're going to achieve more a lot quicker. The other side of the coin is that you may be sitting back and saying, oh, I'm not going to do that because so-and-so is going to come and handle it. Or, you know, I need so-and-so's help in order to do it, which means you're actually waiting for them to do it for you. So how is your current mindset affecting your current actions? This is either the case of you're trying to do it on your own when you should be partnering with other people, or you're expecting everybody to do it for you while you are resting on your laurels and not doing anything. So you'll have to decide for yourself which is more appropriate out of those two interpretations. With the Ace of Pentacles, though, you know, Ace of Pentacles is the card of abundance coming. And here we can see, yes, she's got some flowers on her head, but she's attracting the bees. She's very calm, she's very still, she's very focused, which is really beautiful. She knows her truth, she knows her potential, she knows what she's capable of doing, but she's still, she's keeping still at the moment. There's no movement here. And she's just sort of waiting for the honey to come, waiting for the sweetness to come, waiting for all that glory to come through for her. Ace of Pentacles is a really good card if you're wanting to start something new, if you're wanting to explore something new, if you're wanting to achieve something new, okay? It is about prosperity, because when we see the bees, we know that there is abundance, prosperity, sweetness, honey, and all of those kind of good things. But in order for this to happen, we do need to be a little bit more practical and a little bit more thoughtful. So going back to the 3 of Pentacles, how is your current mindset affecting your actions? You know what you're capable of doing. And, you know, you need to decide, are you going to do it on your own, or do you need other people to help you? Are you expecting other people to do it for you so that you can just accept, take and have the happiness and the joy that you success and that you deserve? All right. But the Ace of Pentacles is about practicality, and it is about new beginnings and new opportunities and new experiences. But it's also, you can see that she's being very logical and practical in her resolve and in the way that she's handling herself, which is really good. So she knows what she's capable of and she knows what she wants to achieve. But this seems to be where the challenge is coming in. And then, and to me, this one makes so much sense. And I think it's also because I saw Page of Swords, it's the way that it's the reason why I've interpreted these cards that we have. So Page of Swords. Page of Swords is the card, I like to say Page of Swords is the card of learning and lessons, but like physical learning, physical lessons. Not, so to me, whenever I see the Page of Swords, it's like, okay, so you've got your sharp sword, you know what you're capable of doing, you know that you are able to defend yourself, but actually you haven't actually quite figured it out yet. You've read all the textbooks, you've got all the knowledge, you've got all the insight, you've got all the inner understanding, but you don't have any practical application or experience with it. So to me, the Page of Swords is saying you've still got a lot to learn. You may have theory knowledge, but you don't have a lot of practical. And when I look at this, this is the practical, and this is where we're lacking. And this is why you're sort of stuck in the middle. Okay, so how is your current mindset affecting your actions? You've got all the theory knowledge, you've got the understanding in your mind of what you want to do, of how things are going to work, how things are going to unfold, and what needs to happen. But you are not getting down to doing it. You're either trying to do it all on your own and not succeeding, or you're expecting everybody else to do it. So you're very quick with the who, the what, the when, and the how, but you're not actually doing anything. So, friends, the way that your current mindset is affecting your actions is it's causing you to be inactive. The current mindset, we're very quick with the words, we're very quick with the intellect, we're very quick with the what ifs, the who should, the when they should, the how they should, etc. We're very quick with that, but actually there's not enough activity, there's not enough action that's taking place. So I'm going to encourage every single one of you, whatever it is that you're going through in life at the moment, whatever this deep focus is that you need to do this week, all right? Keep asking yourself the question of, am I overthinking things? Should I just get on and do? Should I just get busy? Should I just, start being and start creating and start exploring? Is that where I need to be? Okay. Is that what I need to be facing? Is that what I need to be doing? Or should I still be strategizing? And I think the deep focus is saying that we are spending too much time in the mind and not enough in the action. So I almost want to say to you, the deep focus is, yes, we all need deep focus this week. But once we've got the deep focus, stop and start doing. Okay, so don't allow the deep focus to cause inactivity for us this week. Don't allow the deep focus to stop you from getting your reward. So the deep focus is in the cheater's mind. The deep focus is the stalking, the searching, the looking for the prey. And then the action is that quick, fast, sudden activity that gets us what we deserve. And again, use what's available to you. Know what you're capable of and just get on and do it. Just get on and do it. Don't over strategize, because if you think, okay, I'm gonna wait for the food to come around the corner. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait for the food to come to me because it looks like it's heading in that direction. You know what happens? The food suddenly turns and goes away, and you are sitting with nothing. So we need the deep focus, but we mustn't allow the deep focus to paralyze us. And I'm concerned, looking at these two cards, that that's where we're at. We're at paralyzed. We're not progressing. We're not doing enough to move forward in our lives, to move forward in whichever way that we need. So, in short, how is your current mindset affecting your actions? You are thinking too much and doing too little. You got it. Awesome. So friends, I hope that makes sense to you, and I hope that helps you in the week ahead. I hope it helps you to just step beyond yourself and to just, explore what you need to explore, but to also recognize, with this filters card, I know some of the words are cut off across the bottom, but there's that cancel and that delete. We need to cancel and delete things that are not relevant, not appropriate, and not valid in our lives anymore. Good. I'm now going to move on to the extended bonus reading for my motivated and activated members. So you guys stick around. I'll be with you in a second. And for everybody else, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your love and support. If you have enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up, and I'd love a little comment from you as well. Have an awesome week. And with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care, everybody.